We all know that feeling in our lives where nothing seems to be changing. We want to see change, but we're afraid to change. I recently have been experiencing this, so I thought I'd be open about it and share this experience with you guys in the hopes you can take something from it. So, first of all, I want to say that this video was originally supposed to be an update video on the changes happening to the channel, and it still kinda is, by the way. I have exciting news for the future of the channel, and I know you OGs will love to hear this, and hopefully all of you newer to the channel as well. But I thought I'd tie this into something of value I can give back to you, so here's my little story. So as you know, I recently posted a video that is just totally different than my usual content. Most of you guys saw me start out doing commentaries on Call of Duty, or maybe you discovered me through my video essays covering various topics on not only COD, but just issues I have with online modern games as well. And I've seen pretty good success and growth over a year. I mean, I went from 1K, which was crazy at the time, to now, let me see, 13,246 subscribers. So yeah, it's been pretty cool to see the content evolve over time, and I'm pretty proud of that growth. So now you're probably saying, so what does this have to do with the future of the channel? Well, this is where that change comes into play. Recently, there's been one thing driving me crazy. I was getting the itch to innovate again. I got this itch, I guess you could call it, multiple times on the channel, and each time it resulted in more success. But to be honest with you guys, as a creator with high ambitions, I noticed recently that my growth slowed down quite a bit. Like, we've been sitting around 13k subscribers for quite a while. So it was at this point around the new year where I'm like, okay, something has to change. I was tired of trying my absolute hardest to put out quality content for you guys while also feeling like I'm on a deadline. Cause you probably have also noticed the upload frequency has slowed down a ton. That's because creating these video essays takes a lot of time to work on, at least for me. And we're talking potentially like 3 weeks in between each video. And if I want to go full time on here, that ain't gonna cut it. Honestly, it began to take a toll on me, and I was so focused on meeting a deadline that I couldn't focus on the project at hand. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely felt passionate about every video I've made up to this point, and I was always being me 100% in every video. But I just felt like I needed to innovate again. Something had to give. So I got to a point where I had to make a decision. Stay in my comfort zone and continue to do what is familiar to me, or I could change. Because if there's one thing I've learned, and I heard Steve Harvey say this, if you keep doing what you've been doing, you're gonna keep getting what you've been getting. So I decided to just take that leap of faith and step into the unknown. So you gotta understand, YouTube is extremely competitive, so with my ambitions, which are sky high, I've just come to acceptance that it's gonna take me to step out of my comfort zone and pave my own way in order to achieve what I want to achieve. It's gonna take a lot of originality, a lot of creativity, a lot of work. And this kind of reminds me of ACookieGod's story, and if you don't know who he is, that's fine, but he's one of the biggest Minecraft channels with millions of subscribers right now. But not too long ago, he was at like 2,000 or 3,000 subs, and this is when he announced in an update video that he'd be changing up the content. He admitted he wasn't enjoying creating Bed Wars content anymore, so he made the decision to come up with better ideas that he was actually passionate about. He didn't even know if he'd be doing YouTube anymore. But if he didn't make that change, he would have never known what lied ahead for him if he just pushed past his fear and took that leap, because it changed his life forever. So yeah, I felt like I really related to his story and found it to be inspiring. Hearing stories like his helps in believing that nothing is impossible. If I'm the next one to show that to people, then so be it. I want to provide real value somehow, but I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue what it's really gonna look like. But I still decided to make the bold change, because it's bold decisions like this is when great things start to happen. Now, in regards to the exciting news and changes coming to the channel, I'm happy to announce that uploads are about to get a lot more frequent. Commentaries will be coming back. For all you OGs, Call of Duty commentaries will be making a return, but not exactly in the same way as the old days. What I want to do is mix in commentaries to give you guys more content while I'm hard at work on the next big project that I'll be working on. Maybe the commentaries will be videos like this where I kind of give a motivational talk, or maybe I talk about a new game I just tried out and give my thoughts on it. No matter the case, it's just such a weight off my chest, and I'll be able to give more back to you guys while I work on a bigger project that I can put my full focus and passion into. But this decision took a while for me to arrive at, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think I'd ever return to commentaries because I wanted the channel to look clean, I guess you could call it. I didn't want to screw up the algorithm, as weird as that may sound. What I had in mind was that I'd just build a consistency of video essays and get solid views on them, which would look better to a newer viewer and make them more likely to stick around. Like, it does make sense from a branding perspective, but I think I had it wrong. I believe as a viewer, authenticity is the most important quality in a creator, and I believe commentaries were always a good way to showcase my personality more and connect with you guys better, so I'm deciding to bring it back. I had a lot of fun with it, so we're gonna bring it back. Forget about trying to make things look perfect. At some point, you've just got to admit when it's time to change your life. So now I want to pivot to you, the viewer. Maybe you're in a situation sort of like this. I'm not exclusively talking about content creation, but it could be anything in your life, something that isn't changing, and you're afraid to make that change because you don't know what comes after. Maybe you have high ambitions like me and you're wondering why you seem to be trying everything but nothing's changing. That's because you haven't tried everything yet. Maybe your problem is finding a new friend group. Surrounding yourself with people who are like-minded is extremely important. I'm so grateful for my friends, my community, especially everyone at Smash Brethren, my content creation team. Or maybe it's just trying a new career. You may be pressured by family or friends to pursue this one thing because you have to. It just makes sense, no other reason. But you have to get away from that and ignore the people who can't see your dreams and visions. I don't care how old you are. And I don't know about you guys, but working a regular 9 to 5 my entire life always felt pretty depressing to me. But again, it all depends on your ambitions. What do you really want out of life? Because if you do have big dreams, it's going to be increasingly difficult to reach that destination. But you have to take that leap, take a chance, and make that change. There are no shortcuts, just hard work, dedication, patience, and faith. Yes, change is scary, but one thing is true. Success is on the other side of fear, so it's time to change your life. So yeah, that's basically what has been going on with the channel, and what will be going on. I hope you understand. Thank you for the support over the past year. It truly has been life-changing. I have high ambitions, as I've said, but ultimately, it's all about creating what I'm passionate about and giving back to you more than you expected. You're still going to get the same one, but things are just changing for the better. Something special is really about to happen, and I want to show you guys how you can change your life if you just take that leap of faith and do the impossible, regardless of what other people say. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit that like button if you enjoyed. I'd very much appreciate that. And comment your honest feedback on the changes coming to the channel, and let me know if this video helps you in any way, or if you had any ideas in mind for me. I'd love to hear it. But one more thing. I am exceptional. 'Tis been one.